Hello friends, I'm Chevee. Welcome to my shed. How are you doing today? How is your world? How are things where you are? Please let me know. I love hearing from you. And things where I am are, we're here. So, tell me something exciting that's happening in your life. I'd like to hear about that. Again, it's late. I had soccer practice all night tonight. I was looking at this, remember the free newspaper, trying to find something to talk about. I watched a few things today. Still nothing sparked the interest until I got this message on my phone. And it reminded me that I had recently watched Ex Machina, which I only found because I was trying to... How did I find Ex Machina? I'd never heard of it. Oh, because this new movie coming out with Natalie Portman is written and directed by the guy who did Ex Machina, which apparently is also like the writer of 28 Days Later, which I love. It's a great movie, and something else that I like. So I watched Ex Machina, and if you haven't seen the movie, watch it. I think it's a really, really good movie, and I'm surprised that I hadn't heard of it before. But then again, I don't watch stuff, right? Like that's the second or third entertainment piece that I've watched this year. I just don't normally watch stuff. So the movie is about artificial intelligence and passing the Turing Test. So the Turing Test. The Turing Test is the idea that until a computer can trick a person into believing that they are interacting with a human, that is the measure for when we've reached AI. And it's kind of, that's a weird way. It's honestly not a very good test because we already have AI chatbots that can fool some humans into thinking that they're chatting with people. That's not a thing, right? So as the movie presents it, you know that you're speaking with AI. Like the person who is in the movie to essentially evaluate the Turing ability of this AI knows that this AI is a person. But the movie makes you take these great leaps of faith because it's kind of set in this pseudo-timeless world, right? There's only like 4 actors in the whole movie. And you don't really know if it's present day or future, but you have to assume it's the future because the technology that this AI is made out of is far beyond just the AI. Like the biomechanics and that sort of stuff. This robot looks like a person, right? And so you've got, I guess you assume that it's in the future, but they're running around in helicopters. It's not like they have flying cars, so it could be, supposed to be present day. I don't really know. But the point is, guy works at Blue Book, which is essentially Google, as a programmer, wins some sort of company contest to go spend a week at the original CEO's or the current CEO's ranch and do something there. So he goes up there and the CEO is basically pushing him through this, you're going to evaluate what I've created. And what he's created is this perfectly, this human replica. And the movie is very well done, very well shot. There's some really good tension that's brought about just by pausing, just by nothing happening on screen for 30 seconds, which makes, I love tension like that because it starts to give your brain a chance to start spinning a tale that may or may not necessarily be happening. And that sort of intrigue, for me, when I'm taking in media, I love it. I love it when media forces me to try to piece the story together. And so I thought the story was going to take a completely different path than where it went. And where it went, while it wasn't necessarily as fulfilling as my version would have been, it's perfectly fine. It's perfectly legitimate, and it tells a wonderful story about this AI. But this person, not only does this person is fooled by this AI, or essentially the Turing test is passes the AI, he falls in love with the AI. And so I bring this up because recently, like within the last couple of months, Elon Musk, science extraordinaire, put out this article about, how mankind has to quickly develop a plan for dealing with AI because it's going to very quickly become a problem. And lots of people dismissed him, like, that's not going to happen. Like, we're not. And so this 6-minute long story comes back to this, right? This is my new phone, and my new phone is Sprint, and Sprint has a thing called visual voicemail, which I've never subscribed to because it's stupid. It essentially types out your voicemails for you, and you pay for that service. So this is like, you get a free trial every time you get. It's dumb. I have no use for this service in my life. I don't know why anybody would, but whatever. So I get this phone call from a bill collector. Just tell you right up front, it is what's the name of the bill collector? Used to be Time Warner Cable. Spectrum. Keep that in mind. Get this call from Spectrum because my bill's due. Duh. Gotta pay it. And I'm just gonna read you what this AI, this voice recognition software. So this is like one little piece of AI, right? This is just being able to interpret human speech is going to be a big part of something passing a Turing test. A musky seagull. This call may be monitored or recorded for quality assurance purposes. If I'm speaking to the dog, please press 1 if they are available to come to the phone. Press 2 if they can't come to the phone right now. Press 3, and if we've reached the wrong number, press 4. So I got the last part right. But a musky seagull. This call may be monitored. If I'm speaking to the dog. It made me giggle, and I wanted to share that with you. Go watch Ex Machina. Let me know what you think about Ex Machina in the comments down below. Cool movie. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being my friends. Thank you for telling me about your day, because I need something exciting in my life right now. Talk to you tomorrow.
Hey, Doc, wait! I want to ask you something.
Today's random fact comes from BBC Nature. When did the elephant bird become extinct? Madagascar's giant flightless elephant birds were once common sight on the island, certainly up until the 17th century. Never heard of it. It's generally believed that the elephant bird's extinction resulted from the human activity, perhaps not surprising, when one of their giant eggs would have fed an entire family. How big was this bird?